After about 8 years, Jerry and I decided that we should just be friends, and we're more like family to this day. And if you live in Santa Clarita, fucking move. Seriously, it's a shit. And then there is Renee. And Renee is what scholars might call a motherfucker. I met Renee at the gym because obviously I go there all the time. Woo! And, you know, what I thought was going to be a 10-minute steam room acquaintance turned out 5-minute steam room acquaintance. I can't deal with that fucking heat. It turned out to be so much more than that. Renee asked me to go to his house. And that's something, I know. And that's something I don't usually do. I mean, that's what I tell people at least. And I went. And, you know, it was unbelievable. We just stood there and we talked. We sat, actually. We talked and we talked and we kissed and we talked. And he told me that he didn't want to have sex with me. Not that I was willing, allegedly, but he wanted to see me the next day, and the next day, and the next day. And I saw Renee almost every day after that. And it was kind of weird for me because he was the same age as I was, and Jerry was 10 years older, so it was a little different, and it also lent to my insecurities, because even though we were the same age, Renee had a lot more going on for him than I had. He had 2 homes and 3 cars and an incredible job. I was renting an apartment with my ex and leasing a sob. And I couldn't help but wonder, was I good enough for him? That was so Carrie Bradshaw. And then the day came, and I remember it really, really vividly, because it's the first time I ever saw Wicked. You never forget your first, it's true. And in addition to having everything, Renee also told me that he had a husband. You can boo for that. I see he fucked you over too. And it was kind of fucked up because he told me right after Wicked, so I have this whole like Pavlov's dog association with it. And you know, one second I was like, flying high, defying gravity, and the next minute he popped my bubble. You should really see Wicked. Then he told me that he was 20 years older than he said he was. 20 years! Only a fucking sneaky Asian can get away with that. I'd rather be you know, my first instinct was to leave after stealing his magic moisturizer. But I didn't. Because he asked me not to. I stayed. And I stayed for 6 more months. Boo. Boo. Totally right. But, you know, things started adding up in that 6 months. Now I knew why the flowers I sent to the front desk of the St. Louis Hyatt were rejected when he was on his business trip. And now I knew why I couldn't spend 1 week out of every month at his house when his alleged mother was visiting. His mother was really his husband, Don, visiting from Las Vegas. Real names and locations are used, but I'm not bitter. Yeah. And then I finally did leave, and when I did, I experienced loss like I had never experienced before. The loss of a partner, the loss of a pet, the loss of a lot of weight, which I didn't mind. But, you know, and to me, I mean, I never thought it was his fault. I always thought it was my fault, because he was, it was my insecurity or my body dysmorphia or whatever. And he was charismatic and charming and really good looking with a great body. And in my mind, I was John Goodman. In my mind, I was the Beast.